Hello. Howdy everyone from San Antonio, or from Boerne, Texas. So what does taxes have to do with Friday night date night? Well, actually it doesn't really have anything to do with Friday night date night, but we like it when people who follow us about our vacations go out on a date night, because we talk about the importance of date night and the importance of family. I mean, weekend getaways with your spouse. But we have a really super important topic tonight. So instead of Dan and I being out on date night, this is our date night. We just had a delicious dinner, and we wanted to come live to you tonight to add value. We love bringing you value and just telling you things that maybe you've never heard of before. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about taxes and home business.
So, are you tired of those taxing vacations? So, taxing vacations in the fact that setting up and planning your own vacations can be very taxing.
Right.
I don't have any hair. Let me pull her hair out. It can be very taxing. But also, there's another meaning to that, which we're going to talk to you about here just real briefly. And so before we get started, I just want to make sure everybody understands that what we're going to tell you here, we're not tax attorneys, we're not bookkeepers, we have no tax expertise at all, okay? However, we're going to share information with you that we have learned. And so my tax disclaimer is talk to your tax advisor before you do anything regarding your taxes, okay? Mm-hmm. But listen with both ears, because there's some good information here that, if nothing else, you go and investigate it, you go and research it, you go and find out more, you learn more about it. And so now you know more about the situation, you know more about a potential option that you may have in life. And again, that's what Jackie and I do. We are all about adding extra options and removing obstacles so you can have the lifestyle that you want. So we can have the lifestyle we want. So tonight... do you want to say something? Add anything there?
Well, the only thing I was going to say, if you didn't watch our video from like 3 nights ago...
We'll get into that though.
Oh.
We'll get into that. She's jumping the gun on me. That's her. She's a little firecracker. I gotta rein her back. All right, okay. So the first thing is, what does everybody do when they need some additional income? All right, so we're very fortunate in our married life because Jackie was able to leave her position with the airline to come home and take care of our children. That was an absolute blessing for us, right? Not everybody's in the same situation that we're in. So when you do, as a family, you need additional income, what do you do? What do you do, Jackie?
Well, you go out and get a second job.
Go out and get a second job.
Right.
But here's what I'm going to tell you. What I'm going to tell you is a home-based business is even better than going out and getting a second income. And you ask yourself why. So that's the first point I want to make is you ask yourself why. What if I don't make that much money with the home-based business? How can I match my current salary and make up all the money that I need? Well, here's the thing that most people don't understand, don't consider. It's an option that's out there, and be honest with you, it's an option that I wasn't even aware of for 30 years of my life, right? Mm-hmm. But I want to share it with you. I want us all. Rising tide raises all boats, right? So I want us all to be more aware in this area. Again, you need to go talk to your tax attorney, but a home-based business you will do better. You will do better than if you went out and got a second job. And why is that? Well, the second point is, and by the way, that statement I just made is a statement that was made by a former IRS agent, and he's a senior tax specialist, and he's an attorney. And his name's Sandy Botkin. It's in his book, Lower Your Taxes. Lower Your Taxes?
Yes, Lower Your Taxes.
Lower Your Taxes, okay? Yeah. So that came from his book. Second thing
if you want to know about the book, just comment below and we can send you a link for it. Or we can just send you the name for it. And then tell us where you're coming in from. If you have any questions about taxes, we're not so sure we can answer it, but we could probably answer questions about home business, which is what we're talking about tonight with taxes. So tell us if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay somewhere down the road, okay?
All right, the second thing I will tell you is new tax laws basically have reduced taxes on net income, on earned income. So what that means is you can have a home-based business that even gets a loss in its first year, but that loss is now deducted from the income, from your earned income on your job. And
right.
So therefore your taxes are going down. And according to Entrepreneur Magazine, this right there has really improved the success rate of home-based businesses in the first year because of the tax liability alone. So that's Entrepreneur Magazine is talking about that. So here you're seeing, okay, you go out and get a second job. See, there's two types of tax laws, right? And I'm oversimplifying this because, again, I'm not an expert. Go talk to an expert, all right? In fact, I may not even have all of this right. So I hope I have enough of it right so that you will get curious and you will go look into this yourself. And when you
right.
do, when you look at Sandy's book, and when you read the article in Entrepreneur and then Forbes Magazine, I'm going to refer to in the third point, you're going to find out that what we're talking about is something that's absolutely a legitimate and a valid option that we all have in life, but we don't know about. So
right.
we're kind of uncovering that. We're peeling back the onion, so now you know about it, okay? And so
can I say one thing?
Absolutely, you can say one thing.
In the third tip, are we going to tell people some things that they can write off when they have a small business, or are you going to talk about that now?
No, I'm not going to tell them what they can write off because I don't know. You need to refer to a tax lawyer on that, okay? However, here's what I will tell you. Regarding the new tax laws, okay? Remember I talked to you about are you done with taxing vacations?
Right.
Well, we're going to show you how you can have, I mean, we've already talked to you about how you can have vacations that are planned for you, get the taxing out of it, right? But here's the other thing. Did you know that vacations, and I think this is what Jackie was talking about just a minute ago, okay? Did you know that even vacations can be deducted from your taxes if an appropriate amount of business is done?
Right.
Now, what is that appropriate amount of business? That's something to refer to your tax lawyer about. But the important thing is home-based businesses, including vacations. Vacations. Would you like to say that again to them?
Vacations. I mean, I don't even know. You always hear we can write off meals. You can write off part of maybe your home office, gas, just different things like that. But writing off vacation, that is crazy.
That's crazy.
So can you imagine going on 2 or 3 vacations a year with your family or your friends, and you're talking about business, which is totally doable, and writing it off? That's amazing. And that comes from the book we've been talking about, Lower Your Taxes.
Yeah, absolutely. And so here's the third thing. And of course, you guys know that we're in the vacation business, right? And so there's many different options for home-based businesses. And there's many different reasons that home-based businesses make sense. I'll just tell you just a couple real quick. Number one, the commute. The commute is so much better, unless, of course, you live in a big house. Okay, that came from the book, and I thought it was pretty funny, so I thought I'd repeat it, right?
Right.
But there's a lot of benefits to a home-based business, not just the taxes, right? But the taxes kind of open up a whole new world, right?
Right.
So the third thing is, what kind of home-based business can you do? Well, Jackie and I are in the travel business, and that's why we talked to you about the ability to write off vacations with an appropriate amount of business, right? So we're in a vacation business, and our vacation business, we talked to you at length. When was it? A couple nights ago, 3 nights ago, whenever it was?
Well, about 3 nights ago. Go back and find that live video, because we talked about the retirement options for people in their baby boomer years starting a home-based business. It's a really, really good video. We can link you up with the article. We've had several people reach out to us wanting to read that article. It's been the most downloaded article from this gentleman who wrote this article about baby boomers needing a viable home-based business in going into their retirement years.
Yeah, so it was a powerful vehicle, and when he said home-based business, I'm going to be specific because his article is specific.
Right.
He says network marketing.
Right.
He says network marketing is a legitimate and viable option for baby boomers because, we'll repeat some of the things we talked about the other night on the live, but please go back and listen to the live. But one of them is it's a low cost of entry. Okay, it's very low cost. It's not like you're going to go and purchase a $1.5 million Chick-fil-A franchise. No, most of the time with these home-based businesses, you're talking about, a couple of $100, maybe not even that much. Yeah. So the cost of entry is very low. The upside on it is extremely high because the potential is there because of how, and I'll speak for our business, the way we leverage our product to get wholesale pricing and the way we leverage the income, that it's just the potential for income is very high. The risk is low. The risk is low because it's not like you have to go and open up what do you call it, an office. What do you call those? Brick and mortar.
Brick and mortar
it's not
store.
Like
retail store.
Yeah, you don't have a brick and mortar. You don't have bunches of employees. You don't have utilities,
supplies,
all that kind of stuff. Overhead is so small. Yeah, and so it's low risk. But there's also a leadership development component to it. And again, we talked about this at length in the other Facebook Live. And that is so awesome for married couples because
for families.
Because one of the basic human needs is growth. And retirement is such an opportunity for people to stop growing because I'm in retirement, I'm just going to relax.
Right.
And they relax for 6 months and all of a sudden, is he breathing? Anyway, so that's the growth aspect, the leadership development. And so there's so many different aspects to that. But in addition to that, this home-based business in network marketing with the low risk and the low cost and the high yield and all those different benefits associated with it, it's also got a social component. Well, now we've just added this other benefit, which is the incredible tax benefit.
Tax benefit.
So.
Right.
That's where we're going to end up, I guess, this call tonight is, are you through with taxing vacations? If you want to learn how you can get rid of those taxing vacations where you might get a deductible and you have it planned for you.
Right.
I want you to, what do you want to do? Personal message us? Give us a thumbs up? What do you want them to do?
Yeah, just in the comments below, just say, yes, I'd like to know more. Because there's a lot to it, and we were very brief tonight, but there's a lot to taxes. And like Dan said, you want a tax attorney, you want to know to do the right thing, and having a home-based business that has low cost and low risk. And that's what we talked about 3 nights ago with the baby boomer article. So just comment below if you'd like to have more information.
All right, well, I think we're done here, guys. We're going to go and we're going to finish our date night. You guys have a wonderful evening.
What are we doing on date night?
Well, I think we're going to go up to a movie in the park.
Now we're going to walk around the square.
Yeah.
All right. Have a fun night, and we will see you later. See ya.
And by the way, I'll be shooting a video on my profile here in a bit with, I might even have a guest star. So if you want to join us, join us.
All right. See ya. Bye.